So we're going to go through the steps of downloading and converting Kindle books through Calibre and sending them back over to your Kobo e-reader so that you can read Kindle books on your Kobos. Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, I've had a bunch of questions about, well, I've had a few questions about how to convert Kindle books to read them over on Kobos, like how I do it, what the best way to do it is, what the easiest way to do it is. And I've talked about the process in sort of drips and drabs across a few different videos. So today I just want to start at the beginning and go through the whole process of what you need and the steps you need to follow to take books from your Kindle, convert them through Calibre, and read them on your Kobo. So with no further ado, let's jump over to the computer and let me show you what you need. Now, the first thing you're going to need is Calibre, and I will link to it in my description. I'll link to all of these things that you need, but you can just Google Calibre, and there it is, Calibre ebook management. Download Calibre. I'm not going to go all up into how to set up your Calibre. If you don't already have Calibre set up, I will link, I've done whole videos on how to set up Calibre. So I'll link that here. So once you get your Calibre set up, here's what it's going to look like. Let me open my Calibre. All right, so now we need to talk about the plugins that we need for Calibre. So you've got Calibre, you have it all set up on your computer. Up in the upper left-hand corner, I'm on a Mac, so it's going to be a little different if you're on a PC. But here, hang on. Can I move? There we go. Yeah, I can move my view so you can see what I'm doing. So, see up there where it says Calibre? I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click on Preferences. And that's going to open, now let me move my view back down here. That's going to open this Preferences box, and this is going to let me manage my plugins. Now, the first thing that I want to do is, before I even get into all this, I want to download the DeDRM plugin. So I'm going to link to that in my description. And let me just show you, of course, I've already got it in my Calibre and set up, but let me just show you what you're going to do. So, we're going to go over to GitHub to the DeDRM tool, and we're going to scroll down to see assets, and we're just going to click right here, and it's probably already going to be in my downloads. But I'm going to click there and see DeDRM. Now this is a zip file. So here's what I need to do. I'm going to drag that over here into this file on my computer, and I'm just going to unzip it. And I'm going to leave it sitting there. Now, I'm going to get out of this, and that's still sitting there on my computer. So now I'm going to go, see this preferences thing that we opened? I'm going to go to plugins, and I'm going to go to load plugin from file, and I'm going to navigate over to that file. And it's in DeDRM, because don't ask why I put ZZ there, y'all just hush. And then see that file that I opened? I'm going to click open. I'm going to click on the DeDRM plugin. It's going to tell me plugins can contain a virus. Ask if you're okay with that. If you're not, y'all stop here, because you have to have this to be able to do all of your things with your Kindle books. So I'm going to tell it yes. It's going to say plugin successfully installed. Okie dokie, artichoke, thank you very much. And there's my DeDRM. Now, I have to do one more thing. And y'all, this is I don't want to say mistake, but this is the thing that I see people miss the most often on this. So people are like, oh, my thing doesn't work. This is what they miss. Go to, see right here, customize plugin, click on that. And go to Kindle e-ink ebooks. When you click on that, you can't see this because I have blurred it out, because y'all don't need to know the serial numbers of my Kindles, but you need to put in the serial number of the Kindle that you're going to be using to move your Kindle books around. So whatever Kindle that you have on hand that you're going to be using, you need to put that serial number in here. And the easiest way to get that, y'all, is do this. I should have just left my thing open, but go to Amazon.com, and over here, go to, I'm gonna have to move my big head. Let me move my big head. Go to Devices. And now, got to move my big head again. Under Devices, go to your Kindle devices, and whichever one it is that you're going to be using, go to that Kindle device and get your serial number. So just copy your serial number from here and then paste it into that little place that I just showed you. And then once you do that, you click the plus. It's gonna, you put the serial number in there, tell it okay, which I'm not going to because it already has my Kindle in there. Tell it okay, close, and now you're good to go. So out of there, so now your DeDRM is good to go. And let me tell you, y'all, I'm not sure exactly which plugins you need and don't need, but I'm going to tell you the ones that I have, and it works for me. So we did the DeDRM, which you 100% need, and you have to put your serial number in there or it's not going to work. I mean, try it without it just to test me. It's not going to work. I have, and these other ones, if you just go to get new plugins right here, I have these plugins. So, I can't do, like, I can't add them because I already have them. But, so these are all of my installed plugins. But to get a new plugin, let's say I want to install Count Pages. I really don't, but I'm going to install it just so you can see. So you just do this. You click on it, you click install, it gives you the warning, you tell it yes, and it installs it. I don't know what I just did, but that's fine. Okay, so here are the ones that I have that pertain to what we're doing. So you need KFX input, KFX output. I have Kindle high-res covers. Kindle Collections just does collections. Kindle Unpack. And then I have a couple Kobo ones. I have Kobo Metadata and Kobo Utilities. I don't think these have anything to do with this, but if you want to add them, add them. But make sure that you have KFX input and output. And then you may as well have the high-res covers one. And again, just find them and click install. And those you don't need to add anything to, you just install them. Now, one other thing that I have is, once again, should have just left my web thing open. One other thing that I have is Android. Again, I'm on a Mac. I don't know if you have to have this or not, but I have it and my thing works. So I have this Android file transfer thing on my computer. Okay, I think that's it. So let's jump in and talk about how to do this. So the first thing that we need to do, so we are going to take books from our Kindle, let's get out of here. We are done with this. I don't know what I changed, but I'm going to restart my Calibre just to apply whatever weird things I just did to it. So I'm going to let that be restarting. So we're going to use Calibre to take books that we bought from Amazon and convert them so that we can then put them onto our Kobos. So Kindle books that we bought from Amazon that we're going to put onto our Kobos. And I use an actual Kindle device to do this. I understand that you can use it using, I understand that you can do it using the Kindle app on your PC, but my understanding is that you have to use an older version of the Kindle app for PC, and if you try to do the Kindle app for Mac, it forces you to update that to like a newer version, so you can't get the older version that you need. So I just use a Kindle. And before I forget, I use my ColorSoft, and when I do that, the things that I import from my Kindle into Calibre come in color. If you use a black and white Kindle, no biggie. They just come in black and white, and then you have to kind of update the stuff by updating the metadata. And I don't think we're going to get way deep into that today, but we've talked about it before, and maybe I'll do another video talking about like cleaning up books in Calibre. So think about if you have other questions about that. But for now, let's just get into this. So first thing, I'm going to get a fresh new Kindle book so that, again, I should have just left my interwebs open. So I'm going to go to Amazon, and y'all, I know I could, because I'm thinking I'm going to get a whole new Kindle book so that you know that I'm doing this for real, like in real time in front of you. I could lie and like fake this and do it in editing. Y'all, I do not lie. Like the things that I tell, like sometimes I know people are like, you might not ought to have told that. Like you could have lied a little bit about that. I just don't lie. Like I'm going to tell you the truth. So let's do, hang on. This is a book that I just finished reading, Quicksilver. So I'm going to go in and just find a free book. We've talked about this before, how to find free books on Amazon. So I'm going to go to Quicksilver. I'm going to scroll all the way down, scrolling to the descriptions, which I always scroll past and I have to go back up and get it from the bottom. Y'all don't be naughty. Right there. So under product details, you see over here where it says like your bestseller rank and all that. If you go into the Kindle store from here, like I'm going to go to see top 100 in Kindle store. So I'm going to go there. And then under here, see it says top 100 paid. Have y'all read My Friends yet? That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to go to top 100 free. Tell me in the comments, has anybody read this? I have not read this. Till Summer Do Us Part, Megan Quinn. If you've read it, let me know. Let me know what you think. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to top 100 free, and I'm going to grab, because I just want to grab a free book so that we can do this. Murder and Tacos. How fun does that sound? So I'm going to grab Murder and Tacos. Oh, it's Kindle. Okay, it can't be a Kindle Unlimited book. Although, you know what? Let's try this. Maybe it can be. Because the Kindle edition is free. So I'm not getting it with Kindle Unlimited. I'm going to buy it for free. Let's try it. I don't want it. There we go. Yeah, I want to buy now with one click for $0.00. Move your big head. All right. Did I buy it? Did I just buy it like 3 times? Okay, good. I just bought it. Okay. Thank you very much. And so now we're going to switch it. So we're done with that. Let's get out of there. So now I own this Murder and Tacos. And look, I can also get Murder in the Old Barn, the Taco Truck Mysteries Book 2 for free, but I'm not going to get that right now. I don't want to go all crazy. And my watch just vibrated telling me that purchase went through. So let's get out of here. Now, in order to do this, you have to download. Your purchase has to be, like what you're trying to do has to be downloaded onto your Kindle. So I am going to give it a second for my Kindle to find it. Okay, there it is. Can y'all see Murder and Tacos? I'm downloading it. Okay, it's downloaded. See the little check mark? So I know that it's downloaded. Now, I'm going to plug my Kindle into my computer. Now watch up here. And we should see Calibre recognize my Kindle. I might have to do a restart because sometimes it gets a little sketchy. And see, so now that's that file transfer thing I told you. I don't know if we need it or not, but I have it. So it says cannot connect to device. I think because my Calibre is hijacking it. So I'm like, okie smoky, whatever, you hush. I don't need you right now. There's my Kindle. So watch how slick this is. So I see this little like down arrow here. I click that, show books in main memory of device. So the green check is the books that are on my Kindle and already in my Calibre library. The unchecked one is not in my Calibre library. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to say add book to library. Quickety schmickety. The book is now in my library. So now this is my Calibre library. This is now like in my Calibre on my computer. And see here, it says KFX. That's the Kindle format. I have my Calibre set, and we did this in another video. I have my Calibre set so that when the book comes in, it converts it to ePub. I'm going to put it on. So ePub, I can do lots of things with ePub, but I want this to be a is it KePub or KePub, so that my Kobo will do all like the funky little like keeping up with stuff things that a Kobo will do. So I know, what are you even talking about? Like, did I even actually make a sentence there? I'm not sure that I did. So there are different ways you can do this. I can either right click here and say, convert books, or I could go up here to my fancy convert books. Oh, oops. I can go up here to my fancy convert books button. Either way, that just knocked it way where y'all can't see it. From here, see up here where it says output format is ePub. I can go in here and go to KePub, tell it OK. And so now see down here, it's doing a job. Now I have ePub, KePub, and KFX. Now, watch this. I'm going to eject this device. So I just kicked out my, whatchamacallit, my Kindle. It's disconnected. And I'm going to, I have my Kobo Libre Color here, which I'm just going to plug in to the computer. See, it saw it. I'm going to hit connect. Watch up there. We can see my computer just saw it. There, wait. I might have to restart because sometimes this gets a little sketch, but that's okay. There it goes. Just saw it. Now that's my Kobo device. So now I can say, I'm not sure what books are on this device. I don't know if we want to see them. Yeah, I get so nervous. There's a lot of stuff on here. We don't need to get into all this. Sometimes I embarrass myself with the trash that I read, but looky here. What is not on here is, I don't even know, oh, Murder and Tacos. You see Murder and Tacos is not on here. So go back to my library, Murder and Tacos, hit send to device, and Murder and Tacos is now on my device. Now, see over here that looks little like shaggy tooth, like I don't know what's happening there. And I don't know why it looks like that, but when I eject my device, so I just kicked out my Kobo, and it just like recycled, like restarted itself. See, there's Murder and Tacos, and see, like the cover looks normal on here, so I don't know why it looks weird. That always makes me nervous. The way it looks on, look how pretty, like that's a pretty little cover for a $0 book, which is, I almost kind of want to look this book up and see like how it's rated. I know, y'all, it's called Murder and Tacos, for goodness sake. Taco Truck Mysteries Book 1. I am judging a book by its cover. So hang on, let's get into it a little bit. And you can see like all the things work, the bottom menu works, all the things work, and there's the important thing, because it's a KePub, this works, like that, the metadata at the top stuff works. So that's it. You can, I'm not going to, but if you want to, you can, who's read this? We Begin at the End. Chris Whitaker, that's the author of All the Colors of the Dark. Is that the book that I read that just wrecked me? So then I got this one because I was like, oh, why not? Break me again, please. These are not KePub. These are all KFX and ePub because, like I said, I don't know if I can find it quickly, and I really don't want to drag us into the weeds. I'm trying to keep this video at least a little bit short. And somebody was a little snarky in one of my comments about how I throw around jargon in my video, even though it was one of my Calibre videos where I thought I was careful to go through and like explain everything I was doing, but whatever. So I'm trying to like be concise and not drag us down rabbit holes. But if you go into, so I'm back in that preference thing, and it's preferred output. So it's just right here. It's behavior, preferred output. So when a book comes in, my books, all of my books, preferred output is ePub. So when a book comes in, no matter what the format is, it's going to convert it. So it'll keep it that format, but it's also going to convert it to ePub. So like if you're a 100% Kobo person, no matter what your thing comes in as, you want it to go out as KePub. Is that one of our options? Yeah, right there. You can make your preferred output KePub. So that's just a little, I mean, it's dumb. Like it literally saves me 5 seconds per book, but I just like it. And so now I can, what was like, oh, I can, bulk convert. See right there? So I can just highlight a bunch of books and then bulk convert them if I want to. I don't. I like doing things one at a time because I get nervous when I start doing things in stacks, but that's it. I think that was it. Hang on. Let me check my list and make sure I talked about everything I wanted to talk about, because I have a very concise list of things I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, that's it. All right, so let me get out of here. Let's talk like humans for a second. All right, and y'all, that's it. Those are the simple steps that we have to go through to convert our Kindle books to be able to read them on Kobo. Now, y'all, don't be a bunch of shady sadies and be like converting your books and sending them out to other people and stuff. Do it for your own personal use. Don't be pirating stuff. And let me know. So like I said, I think I said, I'm working on a video. I've had a few questions, like Joanne over on my Patreon asked a question about cleaning up books. Like when you send a book, a non-Kindle book over to your Kindle, how do you get the book cover on it? Well, of course, since she's a Patreon member, I stopped then and helped her do that and answered her questions there. But I didn't realize that was a question that people had. So I'm going to answer that question in a video along with some other questions that I've sort of collected along the way. So let me know in the comments, what questions do you have about using Calibre to convert your books and send them out to different devices, like about cleaning up your books? I'm going to talk about metadata. I'm going to talk about like cleaning up book covers and stuff like that. Let me know what questions you have. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos over on Fit Danielle Eats the beginning of every week, with some book videos over here sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.